All right, let's talk about something that happens in relationships all the time, but we don't really talk about it enough. It's this tricky situation. What happens when money suddenly changes the entire dynamic? We're going to dive into how that can kick off a really toxic cycle of resentment.
So think about this. Can getting a promotion actually break a partnership? I mean, it sounds kind of crazy, right? A promotion is supposed to be amazing news, a reason to pop the champagne. But what if that big career move for one person ends up being the very thing that cracks the foundation of the relationship? Let's get into exactly how that can happen.
The thing about modern relationships is that they're not static. They're constantly evolving. Our careers zig and zag, right? People change jobs, they switch industries entirely. One person's income might just take off like a rocket, while the other's kind of stays the same. So that old school idea of one person being the permanent breadwinner forever, yeah, that's becoming way less common. And while that flexibility is awesome, it can also open up a whole new can of worms.
Okay, so let's zero in on the moment where things can really go sideways. Picture this. You have a couple. For years, let's say spouse A was the one bringing in most of the money. They were the primary earner. But then, bam, the tables just completely flip. Spouse B lands this huge promotion, and all of a sudden, they're the one earning way more. This right here, this is often the spark that lights the fuse. So why is this such a big deal? Well, it's because whether we like it or not, money is so often tied to a sense of power in a relationship. It's usually unspoken, but it's there. So when that financial balance gets totally thrown off, that hidden power dynamic can shift right along with it. And the person who's suddenly making more money, they might start to feel like, well, they have a bit more clout in the partnership. And this phrase right here, this is really the poison pill. The idea that you get to have the more say in a marriage. Just think about that. That's the thought that can contaminate everything. It's that exact moment when one person starts thinking, hey, I make more money now, so I should get the final word. I should have more control. That's when things get dangerous. And this leads directly to resentment. What is that really? Well, in this situation, it's that awful, bitter feeling you get when you feel like you're being treated unfairly. And it's not even about the dollars and cents. Not really. It's about the attitude that comes with the money. It's this deep sense that the fundamental rules of your partnership have been rewritten and nobody even asked you. So you can see how this becomes a downward spiral. It all starts with step one. The higher earner feels like they should have more say. Then that feeling of having more power can sour. It turns into disdain. They actually start to look down on their partner. And the third step? The other spouse feels that. They internalize it. And that kicks off this incredibly painful resentment. This feeling of, I'm no longer good enough. And the emotional damage here is just devastating. Think about it from the other side. For the person who used to be the primary earner, this isn't just a financial thing. It feels like a direct hit on their self-worth, on everything they contribute to the partnership. They're left feeling totally inadequate, like they don't matter anymore, and just simmering with resentment for the one person who's supposed to have their back. Okay, so let's just recap the whole chain of events here. Look, our careers are going to change. That's just a fact of modern life. But the real danger is when that financial shift turns into a power shift. That's what's so corrosive. The moment one person starts feeling superior because of their paycheck, well, that's a one-way ticket to making their partner feel small, resentful, and totally inadequate. Which brings us to the big final question, right? In a real partnership, how do we define someone's value if it's not about the paycheck? We have to. We have to find ways to see and appreciate each other's worth that have nothing to do with the bank statement. So, what truly makes a partner valuable? It's definitely something worth thinking about.